So first things first, and I'm like, sorry to interrupt you, but now that you mention it like that, the one thing that would have been the best, and can cry,
Please do so.
is having a human being that understands, is having somebody that you can talk to about it.
Mhm.
But it was hard to find. It still is quite hard to find. Going back to what I said about not everybody relates to religion in the same way, which doesn't mean, like, and this is something so funny. It's like if you think you own the definition of Jesus and Jesus is your definition of Jesus, that is the most un-Jesus like thing to do. Like nobody owns the way to view Jesus. Nobody owns Judaism. It's a body of knowledge that's existed for thousands of years, and people relate to it and interact with it in different levels in different ways. The problem with somebody like me, and perhaps somebody like you as well, is that at least in Western civilization, I haven't come across many human beings. I'm not saying they don't exist. Maybe they're in hiding. Maybe nobody knows about them. But I haven't come across people who've taken as serious the idea of religion as me, who've taken as serious the idea of philosophy and psychology as me. So it's been very hard to relate to people. It's been very hard to find people who can help me bring order to the chaos that was I was born with. That is why until this very day, so this past decade of leaving the center, what did I do? I read almost all of Immanuel Kant. I read all of Schopenhauer, all of Nietzsche, almost all of Jung, almost all of Freud, almost all of Fromm, almost all of Adler, much of the Greek antiquity, much of so many other people, places, and things. And the reason I read it is not because I wanted to memorize a fact to sound smart. The reason I read it is because I had nowhere else to turn. Nowhere else where I could find somebody who can relate to the level of depth I was thinking about and bring order to the fucking mess that was in my head.
Mhm.
And I think there's many people, there's a few that I found similar to my disposition. The one that I relate to most is Friedrich Nietzsche, but I always want to be careful not to idolize him too much because not that he was perfect, he just was a very special person. And I think towards the end of his life, it's hard to tell if he went insane because of how deep he went into his psyche, and it's hard to tell how much of it was physiological because his father also had brain issues around the same age he lost his mind. But it's very hard to do this alone. It's very hard to gain a deeper understanding of yourself when nobody else can see it. And the world itself, it's not to say that they don't exist, but it's very superficial. You start to think you're insane because you are the only one, at least that you know of, who's hearing and seeing the things that you're seeing. And for a long time, I mean, there were many moments of almost losing it. That there was this past year a psychotic break where what brought it on was the first time I started to see how different, and I don't want it to sound like egotistical or gross or condescending. It's just the reality of how different my mind works, how different my being is from any of the people that I interact with. Is the first time I started to see how I relate to other people on these subjects. And it trickled quite a psychotic break. But eventually, after a few months, I felt a lot better. I felt more calm. I felt like I processed it and saw it in a way that's healthy and not arrogant. If that makes sense.